behind the Star Speedway pace truck. The number 15 is driven by Larry McCullough of Exeter, New Hampshire. McCullough in the number 15. Jim Dunleavy from Lowell is in the number 72. Alan Anaki from Bridgewater, Mass. is in the number 41. Bill Chambers from Somerville, Mass. is in the 00. The number 95 is Ron Marson. The number 95, Ron Marson. As they come down off turn number 4, 15-lap mini stock feature, and the green flag is out. The 8 car down underneath the number 15. McCullough jumps out into the lead, but there's McCullough on the outside of the number 15 Pinto going to work the upper groove in turn number 3. Further back in third spot, the number 99 Dave Bell. Then Billy Chambers in fourth. Ronnie Marson runs down the inside of the number 95, and here comes Chris Sullivan going to work on the outside of the number 3. Drifted high in the corner as McCullough drops off the pace of the number 15 Pinto. Headed to the pit area, the complexion changes as the leaders come back to the stripe. Running in second spot, the 99 car, Dave Bell. Billy Chambers on the outside. Then we have Ronnie Marson running tight in there with the number 95 Pinto. Here comes Scaff right up through the middle between Sullivan and Matthews. Scaff is in the 33 wagon. He goes by Marson. Whoa, we got Chambers loose. Gets tagged by the 99, who tags Scaff in the 33. And the yellow flag is out. Chambers got tapped over there by the 15X. Cafaro on the way by. Not a hard hit, but he bumped him enough to rattle his cage over there. Okay, the truck is off the speedway. The field gathers in turn number 3, ready to jump on the hammer as Jimmy Hanks watches them closely. Drops the green flag and turns them loose, and we have a sprint race down the front straightaway. Sullivan and Marson get by the number 8. Sullivan on the low side of the number 3. Marson on the outside of the number 95. Scaff with a problem with the number 33 out of the feature and into the heart of the infield as Dave Matthews, our defending champion, comes up, plays bumper tag with Marson. Look at the battle behind him here. The 8 gets loose and down onto the apron on the front straightaway goes the number 8, comes back out onto the asphalt. We got a strong heads-up battle in front of him for the number 3 spot. Cutter in the 32, Matthews in the 51. A pair of Pintos battling for the number 3 spot as Chris Sullivan leads them down the front straightaway. Back for 5th, we have the number 4 and the number 72 going at it. Jimmy Dunleavy in the number 72 on the outside. Whoop, the 8 and Ralph Dowd, the number 12. One of the strong runners here at Star Speedway. Together with the number 8 car, the Datsuns. They break apart. They're back under power. They roll away from the number 2 turn as the leader Sullivan bears down on him on the back straightaway. Here's Cutter to the inside of Marson. The 32, he moves to 3rd as Dave Matthews sets his sights on the leader, Chris Sullivan. Sullivan with almost a full straightaway lead on Dave Matthews. Matthews is very quick. Matthews can get around this racetrack very quickly, especially with nothing in front of him. He's got quite a distance to go to reel in Sullivan as the halfway sign comes out from start at Jim Hanks, and we are halfway. Cutter still solidly in 3rd, Marson 4th, and Wayne Atkinson running in the 5th spot in the number 4 Pinto. He immediately goes to work. Moves in on the number 95, goes to the outside of the back straightaway. That's your race right now for the 4th position. Battle for 4th between Marson and the number 4, Wayne Atkinson. Jimmy Dunleavy running right behind him there in the number 72. Sullivan pretty much clear sailing as Matthews works right through the middle. Goes right through the middle, so does Cutter between 2 slower cars, Marr and Cafaro, the 15 and the 17. Cutter hanging strong there, running solidly in 3rd spot, closes a bit on 2nd place runner Dave Matthews. He may get the opportunity to overtake him in that number 2 spot. Atkinson running in 4th as Dunleavy's gone by Marson, moved in the 5th spot in the number 72. At the stripe, there'll be 4 laps to go. 4 more laps to go for the leader, Chris Sullivan, looking for his first win of the season. Here at Star Speedway, he hails right here from Epping. Dave Matthews, the defending champ in the Jiffy Lube, number 51. Looks Looks like he may have to settle for a solid second here tonight. Unable to reel in the race leader, Sullivan. Next time around, Sullivan will see at the stripe. 2 laps to go from start at Jim Hanks. And there's the indication. 2 to go for Sullivan. Cutter right behind Matthews in 3rd spot. Further back, Atkinson and Dunleavy have their own battle going on for 4th. Atkinson holding on and running solidly in the 4th position. And coming around to see the white flag now. Here's your leader, the black number 3. 1 more lap to go. Alan Anaki spinning the number 41 over there in turn number 2. He's up high enough. Looks like he will be out of harm's way. He's down off the turn. There's the checker coming into the stripe, the leader and the winner. Chris Sullivan. Dave Matthews will settle for 2nd. Frank Cutter will get 3rd. Rest of the field coming off of turn number 4 to the stripe. Finishing in 4th, it'll be Wayne Atkinson. And Jim Dunleavy rounds out the top 5 in the number 72. So Chris Sullivan sets the pace here in the first feature race of the night, the Mini Stock Pro Racing Association 15-lap main event. And we have yet another new face in victory lane. We'll let your race car get away from you, Chris. You'll need it next Saturday. Rich Hayes, our track photographer, ready to take a jubilant picture. I'm sure a happy crew as one of our own here right from Epping, New Hampshire, scores his first of the season, doing a great job getting out there early and setting the pace. Fast and victorious. How about a nice hand for Chris Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen, right here from Epping.
They're going 25 laps. Budlight feature. Okay, here they come for 25 laps. The green flag is out. And Blanchard, that outside groove, the number 57, hurdles into the lead off at turn number 2. Williams running in 3rd. Dewey Wilkinson on the outside of Dave Rosenfield. They go side by side off at turn number 4 for 4th spot. Goulet making his debut of the U1, having a hard time buckling down through the turns off the pace up into the upper apron as the field goes blasting by on the inside of him. Coming to the stripe, it's Blanchard. Race further back for 3rd. Look at the pack behind him. Rosenfield on the inside, holding on to 3rd, but he's got pressure from Wilkinson on the outside. That is Jeff Crowley, Gary Casella. They blanketed down the back straightaway. Eric Hudson and Pete Fiandaca. Double winner here last weekend. Starr and Hudson. Wilkinson moves into 3rd. Rosenfield dropped back to 4th. Here's Jeff Crowley putting the pressure to him in the number 6, the Automotive Performance number 6 car. On the inside of Rosenfield, they lunge out of turn number 4, the battle for 4th, and Crowley and Hudson come away with 4th and 5th. Moving underneath, Fiandaca sees that's the fast route around. He goes to the inside of Rosenfield in a 135 to 6 spot. Casella moving by on the inside. So Dave Rosenfield got punted back to 8th spot in the number 44 as they complete lap number 5. Kenny White spinning the 0-0 in the 4th turn, moves off the apron out of harm's way. And further back, the battle for 4th spot between Hudson, Crowley, and Fiandaca. That right now is your best race on the Speedway. 3 of the top guns having at it here at Starr for 4th spot. Hudson and Fiandaca putting the pressure to Jeff Crowley. Hudson on the outside of the nasty Neil Murray, number 7. Fiandaca hanging tough in the McPhee and Newton 135 downstairs. Right on that rear bump rip, Jeff Crowley as they come off lap number 2, turn number 2. Here is Casella now coming up to get into it in the number 28 car. Hudson lunges off turn number 4, shakes free of Fiandaca. Comes to the outside of Jeff Crowley. Crowley and Hudson duking it out here off turn number 2 for the number 4 position. The upper groove for Eric Hudson. Lunges into the corner. Crowley hangs top. Fiandaca almost came right down between the 3 of them. Fought out of it, backed out of it as Casella comes to the inside of Fiandaca. 4-car blanket battle for the 4th position. Casella coming up, putting the pressure to Fiandaca. taking a little bit away for Eric Hudson for the time being as he's right on that rear bumper of Jeff Crowley coming down the front front straightaway. As Blanchard continues to set the pace here, Dickie Williams looking to reel him into the Golf Chevrolet number 30. Not going to be the case. He's showing some smoke out of the back of the number 30, and he goes up in a cloud of smoke in turn number 2. Yellow flag is going to fly here for Dick Williams. Smoke from the number 30 car. And the caution flag over the speedway here, slowing this thing down on lap number 11. So a tough break for Dick Williams, feature winner this season here and at Hudson Speedway, having a strong 1990 season in the Budlight division in the Golf Chevrolet number 30 car, running in the number 2 spot. And sidelined. He's going to be checked down here by our NASCAR officials down at the start-finish line. See if this problem here is going to sideline him. Running solidly in second spot, Dave Blanchard is your leader. But boy, we got a strong battle going on further back for 4th spot.
In the Chevy all of a sudden. I have to know.
Okay.
Alrighty, here's the green flag, and we have a restart. Into the turn they go. Crowley moved into second spot. Fiandaca chases him down. We have the black flag shown for Dennis Valley as Fiandaca puts the pressure to Crowley on the outside. 4th is Wilkinson. Hudson on the outside of Casella. And Casella sideways to the number 28. That forced Rosenfield to go to a spin. Bobby Tripp moving the 50X car. And we're going to see yellow again. Whoa, we got Fiandaca in a cloud of smoke. Pete Fiandaca in a cloud of smoke in the 135. And it certainly looks like he is done for the afternoon. Wow. I think there's a fire downtown here at Star Speedway.
I changed it. It was our mistake. Yeah, that's last year's information.
Okay.
I think that's an ex-Kelly Moore car.
You didn't say Hudson's one out. You said some other name.
Anyway, hell of a job. Excellent.
We're getting through it.
I've been
Look at the smoke still coming up from that 135 down in the pit area. In fact, they're asking for a fire truck. They want a fire truck in the pit area right now.
Okay.
Whatever it was, it certainly cooked good in the 135. Okay, the next time by is the word here from our race director Dick Willett to the flagman Jim Hanks as the pace vehicle pulls into the infield. And the pace quickens over there in turn number 3. Rosenfield blasts out of the pit area as the field comes down for the green. Blanchard, Jeff Crowley, horn on the outside of Dewey Wilkinson. Here comes Eric Hudson up the inside of the number 7 car. At the stripe, they will have reached the halfway mark. Williams off the pace. He's headed into the pit area as Hudson comes down the inside of Dewey Wilkinson and battles for the number 3 spot. Filing into turn number 1, comes off turn number 2 with the number 3 spot. Jimmy Horn coming up the inside of the number 27, looking to wrestle that 4th spot away from Wilkinson as the leaders come to the stripe. Crowley right on that rear bumper of Dave Blanchard, both of them. The 57 and the number 6 happen in victory lane here in 1990 at Star. Hudson looking to reel them in, and if he does, boy, we're going to have a 3-car battle for the finish between the 3 top guns in the Budlight division at Star and Hudson Speedways. Nose to tail off at turn number 2. And the same applies for the 4th and 5th positions as they go down the back straightaway. Here's Hudson looking to the outside. Eric Hudson runs very well on the outside here at Star Speedway if he can buckle it down through the turns. A little loose coming off at turn number 2 this time. Blanchard, former Hudson Speedway champion, in that number 57, started his racing career at the defunct Lakeville Speedway, the old dirt track out in Lakeville, Massachusetts. Raced for many seasons at the Seekonk Speedway before moving up to this neck of the woods, the Star and Hudson circuit, over the course of the last 3 or 4 years. At At the stripe, they'll see 5 to go from starter Jim Hanks. 5 more to go. We're looking for something to develop here over the course of the final 5 between these 3. Hudson right on that rear bumper of Jeff Crowley. Looks like Hudson unable to hook it up on the outside like he normally does here on any given Saturday night. It's a good jump off of turn number 2 this time. Crowley trying to fend him off there on the bottom side off of turn number 4. Looks like the best race right now is going to be for second spot at the finish. Here's Hudson pulling it up alongside Jeff Crowley. Side by side into turn number 3, Jimmy Hanks ready to show them the 2 to go sign at the line. And Hudson moves by for the moment in turn number 1. Hudson moves by Crowley. He's driving the wheels off that number 7. Coming around now for the white flag and 1 more lap to go. Can Hudson contend for the lead now? 1 more lap to go. Eric Hudson. He'll try that outside one time if he can. I think he may look low coming off. Not going to be the case. Nose to tail to the stripe, and the winner is Dave Blanchard. Hudson second, Crowley third. Jimmy Horn coming by and down to take the 4th spot, and Dewey Wilkinson rounds out the top 5 in the number 47. So Dave Blanchard scores again here at Star Speedway in Budlight competition out of Middleborough, Massachusetts in that number 57. And he got out front early, but he worked and worked hard through the 25 laps. He had a lot to contend with in the final few laps there with pressure from Jeff Crowley and from Eric Hudson to nail down the victory here this afternoon. He'll be coming out here into Victory Lane at the start-finish line for the Victory Lane ceremonies and picture-taking ceremonies with our track photographer, Rich Hayes, as the number 57 rolls into Victory Lane here this afternoon, taking down top honors in our 25-lap Budlight feature. Of course, he'll be loading up and heading to Hudson Speedway. There he is. How about a nice hand for him, race fans? He'd appreciate it. Dave Blanchard from Middleborough, Massachusetts. Vehicle moving off the speedway, and we are set. Craven and Clark in the front row setting the field and the pace. Here they come. St. Angelo and Clark touching over there at turn number 1. Craven jumping out into the lead. Dale Shaw running the outside of St. Angelo. They battle for the number 3 spot. Ronnie Moon running in the 5th position as Shaw goes to work on the outside of St. Angelo, looking to wrestle the number 3 spot away. Further back, it's Ron Lamell in the number 98. He's running in 6th. Olsen in 7th. Smoke showing from the right side of the number 19 Moon as Shaw continues to battle St. Angelo for the number 3 position. Ricky Craven leading them back to the line, completing lap number 3. Looking to the inside of Moon, looking to wrestle the number 5 position away off at turn number 4. And he moves by Lamell. Moves into the number 5 position. Jim Hanks crossing the flags at the stripe. We will have reached the halfway mark. Shaw loose coming off at turn number 4. A bumpy ride over the speedy bumps on the bottom side of turn number 4. As he looked to the low side coming off that number 4 turn underneath St. Angelo. St. Angelo able to beat him out of the turn as Craven continues to hold on. Lamell 5th. Olsen is 6th. Rick Miller on the inside of Moon. Moves up in the 7th spot. Moon with a problem. As you can see, the smoke billowing out of the right side of the number 19 car. He's off the pace, headed for the pit area. There's 2 laps to go now. 2 to go. The top 9 cars will qualify. 5th is Lamel. 6th is Olsen. 1 more lap to go. 7th is Miller. 8th is McRae. And Gillian, the number 39, is running in the 9th position. Here's the checkered, and they're coming down to the finish as Shaw comes outside. Craven, Clark, St. Angelo. Shaw will get 4th. Lamel. Then Olsen, Miller, McRae, and Lloyd Gilly, the top 9 to qualify to get into the All-Pro 150 this afternoon. Here is your winner. How about a nice hand for Ricky Craven in the number 25, the Speedy Oil Change tune-up number 25 from Concord, New Hampshire. Pulling down top honors in heat number 1 for this afternoon's qualifying sessions for the Busch Grand National North Tour. And promptly and quickly onto the Speedway comes heat number 2. Starting on the point will be the Irish Angel from Kennebunkport, Maine in the 0, Dick McCabe. And in the All-Pro number 35 from Plastow, New Hampshire, it's Mike Whedon. Bob Gaeta in the number 36. Top 9 cars will qualify for the All-Pro 150. Pace vehicle dropping off the Speedway, McCabe and Whedon ready to bring the field down in anticipation of the green flag from start at Jim Hanks. Here they are. We have a start. Whedon on the outside of McCabe. Ken Bouchard putting the number 72 underneath Whedon, putting the pressure to the number 2 runner as they come off turn number 4. Bobby Gaeta running in 4th, Stubb that in 5th. Bouchard outmotors Whedon, moves in the 2nd spot. Ken Bouchard runs in 2nd. Bobby Gaeta, Stubb Fadden to the low side. Bobby Dragon following number 71. Nose to tail off for turn number 4, the Irish Angel, Dick McCabe. Bob Healy running in 7th. Jake Courier is running in 8th spot, and Dave Smith in that all-important number 9 position right now. Halfway at the stripe. 5 down, 5 to go at the line. Bouchard putting the pressure to McCabe off of turn number 4. Courier looked low coming down the front straightaway. Almost made a passing bit on the inside of Bob Healy. Bouchard again looking to the inside, down the front chute. McCabe able to fend him off through the turns. Two laps to go. Gaeta 3rd, Whedon 4th, Stubb Fadden in 5th spot. Bobby Dragon 6th. Healy 7th, Courier 8th, and Smith in the 9th spot. Those are your top 9 cars to qualify. If they finish that way, there's one more circuit left. One more. Coming down for the finish. Started on the point and goes all the way to the checker. Dick McCabe, Ken Bouchard, Bobby Gaeta, Mike Whedon, Stubb Fadden, Bobby Dragon, Bob Healy, Jake Courier, and Dave Smith. Finishing in the top 9 positions and making it into the All-Pro 150 here this afternoon. Here's your winner. How about a nice hand? Dick McCabe, the Irish Angel from Kennebunkport, Maine, winning heat number 2 for the Busch Grand National North Tour.
Webb, Bobby.
Also joining us this afternoon from the Seton Speedway, the number 11, Dick Houlihan. Houlihan in the number 11. Those are the stars of the cars. 30 laps, Winston Racing Series Pro Stocks. And they're going back under yellow. Jim Hanks not liking the start. We see fuel spilling from the rear of the number 37 Eric Hudson's car. We got a tangle over there in turn number 4. Not even an official green lap in the record books, and we have cars scurrying about over there in the number 4 turn. These Winston Racing Series Pro Stock stars will be in action here the night before the 4th in conjunction with a big 150-lap enduro and a gigantic fireworks display here at Star Speedway. As we look for the green flag to get it started one more time. We have a green, and we're going back to yellow again. Jim Hanks not liking the start. Jimmy Hanks not liking the start, throwing it back to yellow one more time. Okay, the word from the tower here is they're all set, and we should be ready to give it another try. Our third attempt at starting this 30-lap main event. Belfiore and Norm Wren in the front row, Stewart and Hallowell. Here they come. Jimmy calling him off the turn again. Wren a slow pace coming up, but Jim's going to let him go. This time we have a green. Smoke coming from the rear end of the number 17, Kevin Stewart. Stewart a little loose coming off at turn number 2. Straightened it out, but we've got smoke coming from the rear. And the black flag is in the hand of starter Jim Hanks for the number 17. Tough break for the number 17, Kevin Stewart, showing the black flag on lap number 1. Mike Belfiore is your race leader. Scott Bonney, bumper tag there. Rollins getting to the back of Bonney. That slowed Bonney a bit. Wren moving up to 3rd. Hallowell on the outside of Bonney. They dice for the 4th position off at turn number 2. Then it's Rollins, Mike Murphy, Rosenfield, Bezanson, and Branscombe. Stewart promptly, after taking the black flag, gone into the pit area. Further back, we have Rosenfield and Bezanson racing side by side. And then the Babe Branscombe and Bobby Cabral, door to door, coming off of 4. Mike Belfiore, Norm Wren, Wayne Hallowell, Scott Bonney, Brett Rollins, Mike Murphy. Side by side, it's Bezanson and Jimmy Rosenfield in the 44. Rosenfield and Bezanson both have been in victory lane this year. Branscombe coming up on the inside of the 44 now to contend and fight for position with Jim Rosenfield. Further up front, we have Wayne Hallowell dropped down to the bottom side on the front straightaway, looked underneath Norm Wren. In the bottle of gas 1M, the Fire Protection Services number 77, Wayne Hallowell. Then the A1 Landscaping A1 car, Scott Bonney. Bezanson loose, backed out of it a bit off at turn number 2. That gave Branscombe the opportunity to go up alongside, but Bezanson was able to beat him into the turn as Branscombe had to back out of it a bit. Great training style off at turn 2 and hurtling down the back straightaway. Mike Murphy right in there behind Brett Rollins, the defending champion, running in the number 6 position. But further back, we've got some great racing going on between Bezanson, Branscombe, and Rosenfield. Bobby Cabral waiting in the wings right there behind Jimmy Rosenfield as Branscombe again runs that outside groove. Dave Branscombe's been able to run the outside groove pretty well here in 1990. Right now, though, having a difficult time getting by Dan Bezanson. Nose to tail off at turn number 4 at the stripe, completing lap number 11 again. Hallowell looking underneath. Wren able to close the door on him in turn number 2, fend him off. Bonney solidly in 4th spot. Scott Bonney, predicted by a lot of racing people, to pop one off here at Star Speedway very, very near future. Now Branscombe fighting off the efforts of Jimmy Rosenfield on the inside. Babe Branscombe and Jimmy Rosenfield have their private battle going on further back as Wren looked low coming down the front chute behind Mikey Belfiore. halfway for Mike Belfiore and company. Dan Bezanson running in 7th. Babe Branscombe is 8th. Here's Wren making a bid on the inside as Belfiore got out of shape. Scott Bonney to the inside of Wayne Helwell. Wrestles the 3rd spot away, and we have a new race leader. Norman Wren moving into the front. Mike Belfiore kicked back the 2nd spot, and the battle going on for 3rd between Scott Bonney and Wayne Helwell. They're side by side, door to door, going through turns 1 and 2. Bonney on the inside of that A1 car. In 5th spot is Brett Rollins in the 12, but look at the battle for 3rd. Nip and tuck action out of turn number 4. Helwell coming way up to the wall on the front straightaway. A little skittish going into turn number 1. That gave Bonney the opportunity to break away as Helwell puts the bumper to the back of the A1 car, running in the 4th position. Now it's Bonney loose in turn number 2, and around goes the 3rd place runner. Scott Bonney, no one touched him. He just lost it coming out of turn number 2, and the caution flag flies here. The caution flag for the first time under racing conditions on lap number 19 is Scott Bonney in the Bob Nolet A1 car, losing it in turn number 2, looping the A1 car, drawing the caution flag. What a tough break. Running in the number 3 spot. Boy, he was really going at it with Wayne Helwell. So that'll move everybody up a spot as we attempt to get the A1 car refired over there with the back straightaway. And the complexion slightly changes, moving everybody up a spot as your leader through 19 circuits, having wrestled the lead away from Mike Belfiore, is Norm Wren. From the gate city of Nashua, New Hampshire, the bottle of gas, sponsored in 1M, owned and prepared by Dennis Gagliardi. Looking for win number 2 here in 1990, having won here a few weeks ago. Well, I'll bet you Bonnie's unhappy with himself over there as he just simply lost it. Didn't appear to be any contact made. He was by himself when he lost it out there. It'll be interesting to watch him and see if he can come back and go to the front. GG Gravel being wheeled into the infield in the number 54. Looking for the restart, we have the green flag, and we're racing once again as Helwell comes to the outside. Norm Wren, Wayne Helwell, Brett Rollins, and Mike Murphy, a battle of orange supremacy out there. Here comes Branscombe and Bezanson. Boy, we're going to be in for a barn burner finish here once again in the Pro Stocks. Rollins in 3rd, Murphy 4th. Look at Branscombe and Bezanson battling behind Mike Murphy, our defending champion. The Babe on the top side of the back straightaway. Running that outside groove, trying to get by Danny Bezanson, who's really making it work for that position. Putting the pressure to Mike Murphy, the racing grandfather out of Woburn, Massachusetts. As Norm Wren continues to lead here, completing lap number 22, Bezanson and Cabral spin in turn number 4. Both of them both on the hammer. Whoop, I don't think they're going to be able to make it out here. Jimmy Hanks was trying to get them back onto the speedway. Both of them were on the accelerator. Cabral almost ran into the side of Bezanson. Cabral has the number 66 rolling, but it looks like Danny Bezanson's going to pull down the yellow. He can't get that number 64 moving. Yellow flag, caution flag for Dan Bezanson. Leaders were coming down to the stripe with Helwell and Wren side by side. But I think Wren saw the caution light over in the 4th turn and backed out of it, as we get a push truck into position to assist Dan Bezanson. Alrighty, here they come. 23 down, 7 to go. We have a restart, and the battle comes down out of turn number 4. Helwell to the outside of Wren, Mike Murphy to the outside of Brett Rollins, then the Babe in the number 38. Helwell on the top side of the back straightaway goes side by side with Norman Wren into turn number 3. They lunge out of 4. It's Wren on top at the stripe. Rollins in 3rd. Bumper tag. He and Murphy touched out here in the front straightaway. Both gather them in and continue on straightening out. The Babe running in 5th spot. Rosenfield 6th. Dick Houlihan 7th. Bonnie 8th. Eric Hudson 9th. Catino 10th. Wayne Helwell looks to the low side off of turn number 2. I think if he's going to make a move, it's going to be to the inside, and that's the case as they come off the turn as Ren got loose a bit. And we have a third different leader going into turn number 1, Wayne Helwell. Helwell taking over the lead. Rollins still third. Branscombe putting the pressure for 4th spot to Mike Murphy. Big Mike able to outmotor him down the straightaways and fend him off, keeping him back there in 5th spot. As the 2 to go sign comes out from starter Jim Hanks. Again, Ren loose off the 4th turn. Ren's right rear may have gone away on the White M car, slowing him down, not getting the bite off the 4th turn that he had early on. Here's the white flag, 1 more to go. Let's see how the racing develops behind the second place runner Ren. Can Rollins hold on to 3rd? Will it be Murphy and Branscombe in that order as they come around to take the checkered flag and put the wraps on this 30-lapper for the Winston Racing Series Pro Stocks? Hallowell will win it. Ren, Rollins, Murphy, and Branscombe rounding out the top 5 as the rest of the field comes by to take the checkered flag for this afternoon's 30-lap feature event. So we had 3 different leaders. Mike Belfiore early on. Norm Ren wrestled it away from him as he bobbled a bit in the 4th turn, and then Ren yielded the lead as he bobbled in the 4th turn. And our winner, Wayne Helwell, moving by on the inside to reel him in, move by on the inside and go on to win his 2nd feature win of the season here at Star Speedway in the Fire Protection Services sponsored and owned and prepared number 77. Wayne Helwell, the Dave Goodrich prepared number 77, nailing down his 2nd feature win of the year. Waiting for him to crawl from there. He is. How about a nice hand for Wayne Helwell, number 77, win number 2 here in 1990.
Haverhill, New Hampshire. I know, don't worry about Cleveland, Charlotte, I already know.
In the 24th position, on the outside, the 04, Jake Currier from Middleton, Mass. And in the 23rd position, the number 5, Barney McRae from Colchester, Vermont. In the number 9 car from Scarborough, Maine, Joe Bessie. And on the inside, the number 41, Jamie Obie from North Ferrisburg, Vermont. Mike Rowe on the outside of row number 2 and the number 15 from Turner, Maine. And on the inside from Randolph, Massachusetts, the 01, Joey Carafas. And in the front row, the number 47 on the outside, Kelly Moore from Scarborough, Maine. And starting on the point, Bruce Haley in the number 52. As we are only minutes away from the start of the All-Pro 150 for the Busch Grand National North Series, as the field moves away from the starting grid behind a parade of pace cars here with us this afternoon, Bruce Haley, his first pole position, will be starting on the point there, that number 52, and Kelly Moore on the outside. Looking for the green flag. The All-Pro 150 is underway, and Kelly Moore goes high in turn number 1. Haley running right alongside, downstairs in turn number 3. Side by side out of the corner, the first lap, very close at the stretch. They were side by side, almost dead heat. As we complete lap number 1 of 150, Joey Carafas running in 3rd spot. Mike Rowe is 4th, Jamie Obie 5th. The leaders battle on the front straightaway. Side by side, Haley and Kelly Moore. In 6th spot, it's Ken Bouchard. 7th is Billy Clark. Dick McCabe running at 8th. Bessie is 9th. Ted is St. Angelo. The leaders continue. Side by side action into turn number 1. Kelly Moore running that outside route. Haley hanging top. We got a Dave Smith in the number 34, and Jeff Spraker in the number 69, drawing the first caution flag on lap number 3. Field falling into position behind the pace car. Spraker's back under his own power, the number 69. Smith has the number 34 rolling once again, backing onto the speedway and ready to come back and join the action here. 3 laps completed. Some speedy dry needed and applied over in the 4th turn. Haley and Moore really battling it out here over the first 3 laps for the lead in this All-Pro 150. The pace car dropping off the speedway. We're ready to go green again. We have a restart. And again, Moore coming to the high side on the front chute. Battling with the leader, Bruce Haley. Carafas and Rogo side by side. They got a 3rd place battle going on in turn number 3. Rowe to the high side. Obi following in behind Carafas. Obi and Rowe battling it out for 4th. Fifth is St. Angelo. Clark is 6th. Jesse 7th. Shaw is 8th. Battle for the 9th spot. Dick McCabe and the number 25, Ricky Craven, battling it out for the 9th position. 11th is Bob Gaeta. 12th is Mike Wheaton. Ken Bouchard is in 13th. Ron Lamell 14th. Stubb Batten in 15th. Batten in the number 15 position. Joey Carafas and Jamie Obi really going at it here through this tight quarter-mile speedway for 3rd, side by side. Kelly Moore certainly stayed within striking distance behind Haley. Look at the battle for 3rd here. Mike Rowe coming to the inside, making Jamie Obi work the outside groove, putting the pressure to Joey Carafas. Dale Shaw on the move, moved underneath Bruce, or rather Joe Bessie. Shaw moved by Bessie. Shaw has moved up to 8th spot. Still a torrid battle for the 3rd position between Carafas, Rowe, and Obi. Carafas able to get the nose underneath Obi in turn number 1. Eddie St. Angelo coming up there, getting into the thick of things in that number 33 car, following Rowe into turn number 3. Getting ready to come around and complete lap number 20, and at the stripe it'll be Bruce Haley, the leader. 2nd is Kelly Moore. Joey Carafas 3rd, Mike Rowe 4th, Jamie Obi 5th, Ed St. Angelo in 6th, 7th is Dale Shaw, is just went by Billy Clark, Clark 8th, Bessie 9th, and a battle for 10th between Mike Wheaton and Dick McCabe. Wheaton and McCabe side by side for 10th spot. Wheaton moved by McCabe. He goes into the number 9 position. The race now for 4th between Rowe and Obi. Rowe and Obi side by side off of turn number 2. Dale Shaw coming strong on the outside of Eddie St. Angelo. Oh, a little car squirrely coming out of turn number 4. Rowe and Obi, they touched for a moment over there. Both drivers doing a great job gathering them in. Dale Shaw is on the move. We have a car spun in turn number 4, and the caution is out. It's like Jay Courier out of Middleton, Massachusetts, in the Courier Family 04 car, drawing the caution on lap number 24. Pace car quickly onto the speedway to pick up the leaders. Haley, the leader, in the number 52 through 24 circuits. Kelly Moore second. Joey Carafas. You'll want to keep an eye on Dale Shaw. Shaw coming strong on the outside. He's right up there contending with Mike Rowe and Jamie Obey. They have had quite a battle going on for several laps. Jamie Obey and Mike Rowe, but Dale Shaw has been coming strong on the outside and is up there and ready to contend for position with both Obey and Rowe. Mike Wheaton had quite a race going on with Dick McCabe further back as they were duking it out for the 9th position. Wheaton able to squeeze by as they worked off turn number 2. Haley, the leader. Kelly Moore putting the pressure to him as the pace quickens in turn number 3, and here they come. Jim Hanks dropping the green and turning the field loose. Jamie Obey on the outside of Carafas. Mike Rowe bombled a bit at turn number 2 to back on the hammer, hanging on in the 15. Here's Obey on the outside of Carafas. Coming right to the outside and up behind Kelly Moore in the 47. Up the front of the pack, it's Haley and Moore going at it. Door to door, fender to fender. Obey and Carafas side by side. What a battle for the lead coming out of turn number 4. Mike Rose still solidly in 5th spot, but look at the battle for the lead. Look at the battle for 3rd. Bessie in 6th. Mike Wheaton up to 7th with Dale Shaw alongside. Mike Wheaton has moved up into the 7th position. Wheaton and Shaw side by side for 7th. We have a new leader, Kelly Moore. Kelly Moore taking over on lap number 33 as Haley's off the pace and slows in the 52 car with field glass by on the outside. Obey slow going into the number 3 turn. Here's Carafas on the inside moving to 2nd. Obey appears to have slowed. Mike Rowe on the inside of him battling for 3rd. Tough break for Bruce Haley in the heart of the infield, dropping out as we have a new race leader. Kelly Moore taking over on lap number 33. Side-by-side battle for 3rd spot between Mike Rowe and Jamie Obey. Mike Wheaton has worked up to 5th spot. Mike Wheaton went from 9th to 5th since the last caution period. 6th is Dale Shaw. San Angelo is in 7th. 8th is Joe Bessie. Billy Clark 9th and Dick McCabe in 10th spot. 11th is Stuff Jack. 12th is Ricky Craven. Bobby Dragon running in the 13th position. Then it's LaBelle in 14th and Dave Davis in 15th on the number 21. Kelly Moore starting to open up a big gap between he and 2nd place runner Joey Carafas. Setting the pace. Moore starting to close on the rear of the field and the slower cars. Kelly Moore going through the traffic. Moore right in between Stricker and Healy. Healy moving to the top side to let the faster cars go by. Stricker running the bottom group as Carafas still holds on solidly to 2nd. Jamie Obey still 3rd. Mike Rowe and Mike Wheaton 4th and 5th. Dale Shaw running in 6th. 7th is St. Angelo. 8th is Joe Bessie. 9th is Billy Clark. Ricky Miller off the pace from the front straight away in the 06. job through the turns, hanging on to the lead of that number 47 car. Obi about a couple of car lengths back through the turns behind Joey Carapaz. Mike Rowe and Mike Wheaton are really having at it. Wheaton had the nose underneath Rowe on the back straightaway until they come up on a slower car. Rowe able to shake Wheaton loose. Eddie St. Angelo staying right on the rear bumper of Dale Shaw through the turns. Off the pace in that number 0 as the leaders move by on the inside. Joey Carapaz staying within range of the leader through 55 circuits. Kelly Moore taking the lead on lap number 33. Bearing down on some heavy traffic as Bob Gator goes up and smoke in the number 36 car. Gator smoking through the turns. And the leaders bearing down on the pack of slow cars out here in the front straightaway. Starter Jim Hanks dropping the passing flag onto the racetrack. Black flag for Bobby Gator. Moore right behind Rick Miller. After taking that black flag, has gone into the pit area. Right up behind Carapaz. One has to wonder if these slower cars are going to become a factor here in the very near future. Going by LaBelle and coming up on Davis. Your leaders to the stripe, completing lap number 65. Finding his way by LaBelle without a problem. Coming up on Davis. Davis yielding the lower groove for him. Coming to the high side as Moore moves by. Mike Wheaton still in 4th spot. Mike Rowe is in 5th in the number 15. Shaw is in 6th spot in the number 60. St. Angelo in 7th. Block is in 8th. We believe Datton to be 9th and Bobby Dragon 10th. Oh, Bessie spinning in the number 1 turn. Leanne Craven coming together in the number 1 turn. Joe Bessie spinning the number 9 car. Bessie coming back onto the speedway as Carapaz is right behind Kelly Moore and Obi right behind Joey Carapaz. Mike Rose seems to have slowed a bit yellow flag. Yellow flag coming out here. The need for Speedy Dry on the Speedway. Joe Bessie spinning that number 9 car. The number 25 racer also involved over there. Both of them back under power. Ricky Craven in the number 25. 71 laps have been completed. Kelly Moore. The 1984 Triple Crown champion of the Oxford Plains Speedway. Dick McCabe having his share of problems down to the rear of the field. The Irish Angel in the number 0 car. Dale Shaw is running 6th. Eddie St. Angelo is in 7th. 8th is Billy Clark in the Skoal 7. 9th is Bobby Dragon in the Budweiser number 71. There they come. We have a restart. Moore drifts high in turn number 2. Obie underneath moves into the lead. Jamie Obie taking over the lead here at the halfway mark. Jamie Obie becoming the 3rd different leader. Moore still 2nd, Carafas 3rd. Wheaton moving by Lamella, slower car. Wheaton's in 4th spot in the 35. 5th is Mike Grove, and he's got a battle going on now for that 5th position with Dale Shaw in the number 60. That's your race right now for the 5th position between the 15 and the 60. No running on the outside of Lamella. Bobby Dragon moving to the inside of Clark, filing into turn number 3. They got a battle going on for position number 7 and the 71. Clark is 7th, Dragon is 8th, St. Angelo is 9th. Present point leader coming into the All-Pro 150 this afternoon is your leader. Completing lap number 82 as Carafas looked low coming down the front straightaway. Moore able to shut the door going into turn number 1. Notice how Mike Wheaton has gained on the top 3. Wheaton now coming up and getting within striking distance. Shaw and Bobby Dragon battling for 6th. Dragon having moved by Billy Clark. The Milton, Vermont veteran dogging Dale Shaw. Shaw coming high. Here's Dragon down the inside in the Budweiser 71. Bobby Dragon and Dale Shaw battling for the 6th position. Smoke coming out of the back of Shaw's number 60. Shaw up in smoke here on the front straightaway. Bobby Dragon and Dale Shaw, smoking Dale Shaw. Black flag for Dale Shaw. Tough break for Dale Shaw. Here's Wheaton right behind Carafas. going into the turn. Wheaton looking underneath Carafas down the front straightaway, trying to put the nose underneath the 01, unable to do it. Carafas able to beat him into the turn. Carafas, whoa! The 34 slowed, we get a yellow out. Yellow flag. Yellow flag again, the need for speedy dry on the Speedway. We have a green. Faster cars on the inside line. Obi, Moore, Carafas, Wheaton, Rowe, Dragon, Clark, St. Angelo, and Fadden. Staying right on the rail bumper of Kelly Moore. Moore able to shake him. Carafas slows a little bit. Wheaton had the back out of it for the moment. We have the yellow out. Yellow flag. Again, apparently some moisture on the Speedway, and again, the call and the need for a speedy dry. Pace car breaking away from the field, ready to pull into the infield. Obi, Moore, Carafas, Wheaton, and Rowe ready to go back to work. Obi continues to set the pace. Craven in between Moore. Moore a little loose coming out, straightened it out. Craven in between Moore and Carafas. Joe Bessie, one of the slow cars, car that spun earlier, coming up to race the Flight Row. But the leader's moving by on the inside. Dragon 6th, St. Angelo 7th. Outside of Carafas. He was the other car involved early on with Joe Bessie. Underneath. Moore able to shut the door in the number 1 turn. Could Carafas be ready to make his move? Again, he stays in behind and tight behind Moore. Mike Wheaton would dearly love to get by the number 25. Get right up there with Carafas. Carafas staying right with Kelly Moore. Keeps taking a look on the high side, keeps taking a look on the low side off the turns. This time down low. Thought better of it. comfortable lead here. As the second is Carafas underneath, almost put the nose in between the 47 and the 34. Telling Joey Carafas, you want to get binding guy, you're going to have to work for it. And Carafas is working. 25 laps remain. Final 25. Number 41, Lamont Racing, Dick Climbs, repaired automobile. The race is for second. Whedon coming right up behind Carafas. Be interesting to see here in the closing 20 laps if Whedon can get by Carafas. Whedon again looking low coming off the number 4 corner. Nose to tail out of turn number 2. Whoop, then into the back slightly of Kelly Moore. Here's Mikey Whedon on the outside with Mike Rowe right behind him. Rowe coming up to the inside of Whedon. Whedon letting it all hang out on the outside of the All-Pro number 35. Mike Whedon going it over with Carafas. Carafas able to shake him free. Here's Mike Rowe up the inside. Ian Whedon going at him behind Carafas now. Bobby Dragon of the Budweiser 71 getting into it. Battle of Mike Whedon and Mike Rowe. Battle of Michaels going on behind Joe Carafas. Bobby Dragon underneath Whedon now. Dragon really putting the pressure. Whedon was going after Carafas. Rowe came up to contend with Whedon. Now it's Dragon going after Whedon on the inside with Rowe. Eddie St. Angelo dropping out in the number 33, retiring to the pit area. Whedon and Rowe side by side for the number 4 position. What a battle for 4th spot. Bobby Dragon in tow behind Mike Rowe. Again, Carafas looking low, coming off turn number 4. Trying to get that jump underneath, coming off the 4th turn. So the battle is for second spot here. Whedon in the All-Pro 35 on the outside of Mike Rowe in the O'Connor GMC number 15. The battle is for second spot here. 10 laps to go. All righty, 10 laps to go now for Jamie Obey. The race continues for the number 2 spot. Whedon on the outside of Carafas moves by. Here he goes to the outside of Kelly Moore. Mike Whedon again letting it all hang up, but here comes Carafas right back up the inside off of turn number 2. Moving Whedon back into the 4th position. A battle between Whedon and Carafas for 3rd spot. Great racing here at Star Speedway in the All-Pro 150. Behind leader Jamie Obi, who looks like he's well on his way to victory. Carafas right off the fourth turn on the rear bumper of Moore. Wheaton saw Carafas get up a little high. He looked low going into turn number 1. Moore second, Carafas third. Here's Wheaton on the inside off of turn number 4, looking to blast up underneath the 01 car. That forced Joey Carafas to the outside and made him go to work for the number 2 spot on the outside of Moore. Moore and Carafas battle for the runner-up spot. Wheaton right there, Mike Rowe along with Bobby Dragon in the Budweiser 71. Down the front chute. Slower cars a factor in turn number 1. Wheaton right in behind Moore. He got by Carafas. Wheaton in third. There goes Mike Rowe by Carafas. Mike Rowe moving in the 4th spot. Here are their final 5 circuits of the All-Pro 150. Mike Wheaton putting a show on here in that All-Pro number 35. Running in the number 3 spot. Can he get by Kelly Moore and finish in the runner-up spot? Here he comes to the outside off of turn number 4. Mike Rowe making it tough for him. Hanging tough on the inside of the orange number 15. Now Rowe moves by Wheaton. He goes to third. Mike Rowe moves to third spot. Carafas on the inside of Wheaton. Joey Carafas moving to 4th spot. Wheaton got punted back to 5th in the 35. 2 laps to go at the line for Jamie Obi. 2 more laps to go. Now can Rowe get by Moore? Flying 1 more lap in the All-Pro 150. And the battle still wages on for the runner-up spot. Kelly Moore hanging tough. Mike Rowe third, Joey Carafas. Bobby Dragon came up for a peek underneath Mike Wheaton on the front straightaway. They are coming around for the finish. There's your winner, Jamie Obi. Second spot is going to go to the number 47, Kelly Moore. Third to Mike Rowe by a nose. Rowe got third. He let it all hang out here in the front straightaway. We believe from this angle, Rowe got third, not by much. That would put Carafas in 4th spot, as we had a tremendous battle over the latter stages of the All-Pro 150 for the runner-up spot. Jamie Obi running away in hiding in the Lake Maurian E.J. Prescott number 41 out of North Ferrisburg, Vermont. The point leader coming into the action here this afternoon and doing the job and doing it well, rolling in a victory lane here. But what a race for second spot. What a show. Kelly Moore, Mike Wheaton, Joey Carafas, Mike Rowe, and Bobby Dragon put on. They were flat out racing for the runner-up spot here this afternoon. Of course, Kelly Moore will get it. We'll get the official word from the NASCAR officials adjacent to us here in the tower on 3rd spot. On this angle, it looked like Rowe by inches. But we'll officially let you know that in just a moment. We'll be going trackside here in a moment, too, with Tom Elliman. We'll have a chat with the victorious Jamie Obi, winner of the All-Pro 150 here this afternoon. Getting the job done here in tremendous style, running away and hiding in the All-Pro 150. And let's go trackside now to Tom Elliman. Tom?
Thanks, John. We'll try to get Jamie over here as soon as he gets drinking water and shakes hands with a few people. We want to interview the top 3 finishers here for you. What a finish! Jamie Obi, your winner. But Kelly Moore, Mike Rowe, Joey Carafas, Mike Wheaton, Bobby Dragon put on quite a show there at the finish. A terrific battle for second place here in the All-Pro Auto Parts 150. We've got Norm Burton from All-Pro and a bunch of people down here to present awards to Jamie and various other people. We'll get Jamie over here as soon as we can. We've got the Busch Trophy being presented, All-Pro Trophy. We've got Jamie to pose with the Gatorade Circle of Champions, where he becomes a provisional member for the 2nd time this season. He's become a permanent member twice before, winning the Busch Grand National North Division Championship. We've got another Vanderbilt Engine Bearings Award for Dick Kleins, too. We've got lots of hats and lots of pictures down here in Victory Lane. See if we can get Jamie to break away just for a second. to tell you how his race went, and then we'll get back to Kelly Moore and Mike Rowe, because they really hammered it out back there for second spot. Nice hand, if you would please, ladies and gentlemen, for Jamie Obey. Jamie, a super show for you. It looked like, especially on the race cars, you had everybody covered.
Well, it was pretty slippery out there, you know. Unfortunately, Kelly got in some oil there at the beginning. That's probably the only way I got by him, but it's good enough to hang on, and we'll take it. They're hard to come by, and we'll take everyone we can get.
Were you aware of what was going on behind you, about a quarter of a lap behind for about the last 25 laps?
No, but I knew if, Kelly was back there, and Mike Rowe and a few of those other guys would probably be slowing them down a little bit. And I want to thank my sponsors, Blake Marian, J. Prescott, my whole crew and lines for setting that car up. They did a great job. It's been going like crazy for the last 2 weeks. Just hopefully keep us straight up.
Basically, you just didn't see those guys back there hammering it out with each other and not bothering you, right?
Well, you're in the lead. You're just hoping second place on each house, so it gives you a little bit of breathing room.
Do you have any problems at all? It looked pretty smooth.
It looked pretty good. Not real great on the outside, but I tried it out there early, and fortunately I got back inside. And, the brakes went our way. Take my hat off to Kelly. He had a good running car today, and probably would have been his race if he hadn't gotten that oil.
This is your second win this season, and you're facing a tough streak of races coming up. How do you look at it?
Well, it's been a great season so far. We've done a lot of racing down south, and it's helped us enormously. We're geared up to run against those guys on our turf. We're hoping we can put them away up here.
Okay, Jamie Obey, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Jamie, on another super win. Let's see if we can get Kelly Moore over here to talk about the battle for second, which was quite a job. Ladies and gentlemen, from Scarborough, Maine, the driver of car number 47, please welcome Kelly Moore. Kelly, whoa. It wasn't just one guy in your mirror, it was 4 or 5 of them back here.
Yeah, they all wanted that position, but, we thought we could hold on to it if I held the bottom line. They had the top through. If they had car enough to go around, then it was there, but, luckily enough, we held on.
Did you have to be pretty careful each time you went into a turn to make sure you didn't slip?
Yeah, the bottom of the racetrack got pretty greasy at the end of the race, and, they was pounding on the back of the car and getting out of shape right near the end.
Which was the one you were worried the most about? You had Mike there for a while, you had Mike Wheaton there, and you had a whole bunch of them.
They were all race cars behind me. It doesn't matter who's in them, they were just they were trying to get by.
Well, congratulations on a super show at second place. Kelly Moore, ladies and gentlemen.
20-lap feature for the street stocks on the Speedway. And starting on the point, the number 9 is Fred Elwell. The number 42 is Barry Miller. He's out of Hillsborough. Joe Amore from Loudon in the number 71. Mark Hussey, the number 25, outside row number 2. The third row, the number 66, is Walt Brown from Somersworth. Mark DeShane's on the outside of the number 73. Ray Letarte in the 89. Ray Wheeler in the 87. Here they come for 20 laps of competition. Jim Hanks drops the green and turns them loose. And Barry Miller and Elwell get together in turn number 1. Elwell climbing up onto the side of Miller's number 42. As the car scurry down the back straightaway, we have a leader, and it's Joe Amore. The 66 car, Walt Brown running way high in the number 66, straightens it out and continues on, but Ray Letarte moves in the second spot in the number 89. Here comes Landry up the inside in the number 90. Steve Landry, George Baldwin in the double L, and Carl Fredrickson in the number 41. Black flag being shown to Barry Miller in the number 42. The bumper hanging from the front of the number 42 car, disqualified. The leaders coming back to the line, it's Joe Amore. Steve Landry, George Baldwin, battle for fourth. Fredrickson on the inside of Ray Letarte. And Fredrickson moves by the number 89. Here comes Bob Cotton, the feature winner this year. He is in the number 17, moves to the inside of Letarte, and he goes to 5th. Our feature leader and our point leader, Lee Waldy, the number 88, running in 6th spot. They dice for position on the front straightaway here. Fredrickson, Cotton, and Waldy do. Up the front of the pack, coming off turn number 2, Landry taking the lead. Steve Landry in the Hats Auto Body, number 90, leads him out of the turn. George Baldwin underneath Amore and moves to 2nd spot. Steve Landry, the race leader, as the field files into turn number 3. Lee Weldy further back on the outside of Bob Cotton. They battle for the 5th position. Then it's the frogman, Eddie Fukarile. Whoop. Cotton and Weldy almost came together in turn number 1. Landry setting a fine pace out at the number 90 car out of Kingsborough, Massachusetts. Hans Auto Body Quality Motors, number 90. George Baldwin in second spot. Here's Fredrickson on the inside of Joe Amore for third. Fredrickson in the number 41 car. The Andover, Massachusetts chauffeur moves in the third spot. Lee Weldy in the Robinson Construction number 88 moves underneath Amore. He goes in the fourth. Now Weldy's going to bid for the third spot with Fredrickson, challenging on the outside. Lee Weldy in the green, yellow, and white number 88, challenging Fredrickson for third. Weldy's still running that outside groove and blasting by the outside of Fredrickson. He moves to third spot. Halfway at the line for Steve Landry. Bobby Cotton running in fifth, Amore sixth, the Frogman seventh, Paul Mason Latard, the Shanes, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Whoa, Mason and the Frogman. Mason goes sliding through the infield. Bobby Cotton shown the black flag. Bumper hanging down on that black number 17 Camaro. Whoa, we got the 87. Hussey spinning in the 25, collected the 87 in the fourth turn, and the caution flag flies. 8 laps remain. Here they come. Landry and Baldwin ready to dice for the lead. The green flag is out. We have a